on the Ravens. You got a video coming up tomorrow, right? Woo! This is war. This man's a warrior. Steel Studio, baby.
Hey, Steel Studio. Wow, here we are 1 week away from the NFL draft. Wow. So excited, man. The Steelers are going to load up once again. I honestly still expect a trade for a receiver. Either Ayuk or the kid from Denver, Sutton, or somebody before the draft. I just can't see him going into the season with Pickens and a rookie. I think they're going to draft somebody, they're going to sign somebody, trade for somebody, and then go with a slot. That's just my thought. A Ricky Pearsall or one person like that'd be great. That would be great. Somebody like that. I just can't see us doing Pickens and a rookie. I'm telling you, man. And I heard the rumors, we heard they've been trying to trade for somebody. So just expect that to happen. It didn't happen yet. I was hoping it happened before today, but it may happen draft day and maybe not. Maybe we sign a Boyd or something. Even if we brought back A-Rob, and Robinson or whatever, I wouldn't have a problem with that if we drafted somebody else. He's capable. We just need another guy, and we're going to get one. So we are also going to get what the title of my show here, Steelers. A lot of people freak out and say we should have tanked last year. We're not drafted in the top 10. We need to draft in the top 10. Well, no, we don't need to draft the top 10. If there's a guy we really want, we'll go up and get him like we did Broderick Jones. I don't think we need to do that this year. I actually think we may go the other way, down a couple slots, and get who we want and get another extra second rounder. Because I think there's plenty of guys out there. There's a lot of first round guys in this draft that are going to be in the first 2 rounds. But, people say, all the receivers are going to be gone. All the corners are going to be gone. Centers are going to be gone by round 2. No, they're not. Everybody can't be drafted. With the quarterbacks and all the guys we're going to be taking, the offensive tackles, there's going to be somebody there. Not everybody can go in the top 10. We typically do that. The media does it, and it's all crap. We'll get what we want. We have a list, we have rankings, and we'll get what we want. And the Steelers are always good because the Steelers always draft guys that fit the Steelers system, fit the mold. That's why we don't have losing seasons anymore. We fill our needs and we fit guys and they excel in our system. Look at Herbig. He's a prime example. Look at some of the other guys from last year. Look at Porter Jr. Look at Benton. They just fit in our system perfectly. And those are the guys that we want. Those are the guys that are going to make a difference. Those are the guys. They fit the Steeler mold. That's what Omar and Weidl want. Big, tough, physical offensive lineman, Broderick Jones. What a monster that guy is. And we may draft Mims. We may sit tight and draft a Mims there or somebody like that and have bookend tackles that are that good. We may grab a center, Graham Barton. He's a monster, or any of those guys. But don't listen to the experts saying all those guys are going to be there because they're going to be there. And we're just looking for guys that fit the mold. I remember when we drafted TJ Watt, people said he was not strong enough. He's not going to be that great just because he's a Watt. Why'd you draft a Watt just because of his name? He wasn't a first round talent. Look at the guy. He's like defensive MVP candidate every year. And he fits the Steeler mold. The guys before him, the Jack Lamberts, the Jack Hams, Stallworth, Swan, all those guys are Steelers. Hines Ward. Why do you think there's so many? Why do you think there's so many Hall of Famers, so many talented players? Because we stick with the same system all these years, the same schemes, and the same mold since the 70s. And that's why we're always good. We had a little bit of a lull there in the 80s when free agency started. And we finally figured out how to navigate that. And we've been good ever since, man. We barely ever have losing years. So, we get guys that fit, like the Freiermuth fits the mold, like a Heath Miller mold. We could almost sit back and do comparisons of old Steelers to the current guys. It's craziness, and it's just why we love the Steelers so much. And I just want to say that today, that was the reason that you don't have to stress about us picking 20 every year or higher, because we will just fill guys in that fit our scheme, and that is so big. Um, And, I know all teams get guys that get their scheme, but nobody has the tradition the Steelers have. Nobody has the list of Hall of Famers we have. Nobody has the trophies we have. And we're going to find more guys because they're looking for that toughness again. And we're looking for that mold. Even Kenny Pickett was a smart, hard worker. They knew him well, and they thought he would come in and really be like a leader and take over. It just didn't happen. It's unfortunate. So what do? We go out and we sign another guy that fits that mold, Russell Wilson. Works just as hard, and he's going to be a leader. He's going to be great. So I'm excited. I'm so excited, and I'm sure you guys are too. So just look for things to change. Look for some moves before or during. If we have to trade up a little bit in the second round to get what we need, we will. And we're going to feel so much better a week from now. A couple weeks from now, we'll be able to sleep better at night when we have all these little bit of needs filled, and this team's going to be loaded. So excited. But our true Steeler of the week this week, I did the owner, the founder, Art Rooney Sr. He bought the team for $2,500. They were the Pirates at the time, and they had a lot of losing seasons. Eight in a row before they finally got a winning season. They signed like the biggest free agent in the league in 42. And they just never broke the mold until they got the great scouts and learned how to do it in the 70s with the merger. And ever since then, Steelers have been amazing. And every week we try to highlight a true Steeler. You got to go on the Facebook group, The Steel Studio, and you'll see every week we do the true Steeler of the week. And we appreciate you guys, because you're the fans. You're the ones that make it happen. So many fans of ours are knowledgeable and know a lot about football. We have a lot of people that know the history of the Steelers and the history of the league. And we're very, very fortunate for that. And we appreciate you, appreciate the subscribers. And what do you think? Who do you think the next great Steelers are going to be? Like I said, the guys I mentioned are all guys I would be excited about. But who do you think we should draft? And you think we're not going to get a good draft because we're not in the top 10? I think we'll be fine, and we are every year. So, hey, go Steelers. Hopefully that trade comes down the pike. If it doesn't, something's going to come down, and Omar's going to do it again. Go Steelers.